So the concept of proselytization, right? So what is proselytization? It is a concept, which crop up. It is a problem actually, which crop up in our society, Hindu society, long before, when we had, Hinduism was prevalent, and then we had the invasion in India. We had the invasion of the Mughal, etc. Even the British later on. And then people were converting to other religions, right? C'est ça qui nous appelle the concept of proselytization. If we see the meaning as per dictionary of Oxford and Cambridge, it says that to convert, or attempt to convert someone from one religion, belief or opinion to another, to try to persuade someone to change their religious or even political beliefs or their way of living. So, there have been many many movements, let's say movements or organizations, or they came as maybe an aim to propagate something, okay, to help people to live better also. But then they also try to convert the people, right? They do a kind of brainwashing to convert them, what we call proselytization, right? So, est-ce que dans ISKCON and the Sri Satyasai movement, they do proselytization? Do they attempt to convert someone, to change their belief or not? That is the point here, right? So if we see ISKCON, we have talked a lot about it. It is from the Vaishnav Sampradaya, the Vaishnav cult, right? And if you see the Hindu culture itself, the Hindu culture is very, very, very vast, right? Vast in terms of theologies, in terms of philosophy, tradition, cultures, right? Li bien vast. So, li incorporate everyone actually, li prend le tout ensemble. You have even the Gnostic culture in the Hinduism. Mais que pour faire un monde comprend Gnostic in Hinduism, c'est assez difficile, right? Parce que, I hope you remember, Astic and Gnostic. Gnostic, those who don't believe in God. Astic, who do believe in God. But the concept of Gnostic itself, and definition, like, let's say you don't believe in God, you're Gnostic. You don't believe in God, but the person who is Gnostic might be doing good actions. Maybe il est content suivre the path of Karma Yoga, right? Helping people, feeding people might be his aim, but still he does not believe in God, but yet he's doing something good. What I mean to say here, the Hindu culture is so vast, and the Hindu culture incorporates everyone, right? So there are no official representatives of Hinduism, because Hinduism has not been founded by someone, what you call the Sanatan Dharma. Probably the original name is Sanatan Dharma. What we call Sanatan Dharma has no founder, has no representative as person, yes, sure. But it is founded into inverted comma, like cropped, started, originated from God, from the Supreme himself, right? But yes, Lipena aucun representative. Hinduism has no representative. But in Hinduism, we had movements like ISKCON, Ramakrishna Mission. You have so many things which came later on, okay? Since the beginning Vedic time, but things have changed. Qui fait tout in changer, qui fait by movements and all because of us. Sans comprendre, like, we were not following the Vedas and all, all these reasons. So That's why we got those movements, those organizations, right? So now ISKCON's statement on relating with people of faith in God. Usually it is said, maybe you have come across people of ISKCON who will come at your door, who will give you calendar, who will give you a book. But it is a way to propagate the teachings of Krishna, even the calendar, right? Propagating the teachings of Krishna, of God. There's nothing wrong in that. If you want to accept, you accept. No one forces you. They never force someone to take that book or whatever it is. But there are certain people, without criticizing them, what the fact is, there are certain people who try to convince you to come to the ISKCON to do something. To do something in kind can be kind of prayers, learning from the guru, whatever thing it is, cow protection, okay? There are certain people who try to do that, right? But when it is proselytization, à ce moment-là, it is proselytization. Fait qu'on m'a dit, ban di moun qui dans mission, qui nous appelle missionary, là, they do that. They come to your house and then they tell you, God has come, God helps us, you need to come to our prayer and all, right? This is proselytization. But normalement in ISKCON, proselytization is not allowed. Though there can be some people who do it, nous vous trouverez que as if flippé proselytize people, trying to convert people or trying to change their belief also, right? You will see maybe he or she is doing that. But in fact, the aim of ISKCON is never that. Is not proselytization, never, right? Pourtant, Manadia nous disait, have dialogue. If you're going to read the commentaries of the purport of your commentaries of their guru, you will see that he always talk about having dialogues with people of other faith, people from other religion, right? So we respect the spiritual worth of paths of genuine self-realization. They respect that. The ISKCON, their statement is as such, given by the Guru Bhaktivedanta, given by him, that we need to respect every path, every religion, right? Other communities, organizations advocating humanitarian, ethical, moral standard are valued by the ISKCON. That is the original statement. Maybe some people might be changing things, but this is how it is. ISKCON view dialogue between its member and other member of other faiths as an opportunity to listen to others. Quand on peut capable listen, c'est of course by having a dialogue and to understand what others believe and value. It's not that, let's say I'm having a dialogue with a Christian, right? I'm understanding their culture, the teachings of Jesus and all, doesn't mean that I'm following it. But I understand it. I take what is good from it. If something I don't see good, okay, I leave it there. So why should there be this dialogue between among people of different faith to develop mutual understanding, a mutual trust? Parce que pas oublier, why are there so many religions, so many communities, so many organizations and movements in the society? Why is it so? For the proper functioning of the society, for the proper functioning of the world, of the whole nation, to help people to achieve something. Ben, tout organization, tout religion, quelque part, is doing that thing, right? So that's why we need to respect them and to develop that mutual trust and mutual understanding. ISKCON recognizes that no one religion can hold a monopoly on truth. That is, two religions equal. Aucune religion pas capable monopolize anything. The thing how it is happening today, we can say, right? We assert that the Lord in his individual relationship with his devotees govern these things. The Lord governs everything, not the religion, right? SCON members are encouraged to be respectful and supportive towards people of other faith, people of other religion, right? To have dialogue, to work together for the benefit of the society. SCON affirms the responsibility of each individual to develop his or her relationship with the Lord. You develop your relationship. Maybe if you pray Shiv, you follow the Shaivism, that is your way of developing your relationship to God. Someone else can be a Vaishnav, someone else can be a Christian, but we are all doing the good stuff. That is more important. So you see what is the belief of SCON. But bien sûr, nous avons des gens qui peuvent faire d'autres choses, no doubt. So Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of the ISKCON, right? When he first registered ISKCON, where he did it, not in India, no, in as a legal entity in New York. He did that in New York. So, and of course, you know, when you talk about New York will be either for missionaries. We have people of missionaries there, ou bien Christian people, no, those who follow Christianity. He stated that his primary aim for the movement was, that is his statement he gave, why he founded this ISKCON, to systematically propagate spiritual knowledge, not religious knowledge, spiritual knowledge to society at large, to educate all people in all techniques of spiritual life, again, not religious life, to check the imbalance of values in life, and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. Right? So the aim here is not to change someone's religion or his belief. It is only for spiritual knowledge. Souvent des fois nous confondons avec religious knowledge and spiritual knowledge. You know, spiritual is universal. Religion aussi est universal, mais le problème avec religion, c'est quoi? Il est confined among certain people only. No? Because Hinduism, only Hindus will practice fire sacrifices, for example, right? So spiritual knowledge is plus important in today's world. And that is the aim of ISKCON, to propagate spiritual knowledge, as stated by Swami Prabhupada. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who was a Vaishnav Acharya, he explained that the enemy is not other religions, but atheism. Religions, c'est pas le problème, but atheism is the problem, right? So at no point, again, ISKCON favors proselytization. Kaushik, you just joined. We are talking about proselytization. Proselytization with to make an attempt to persuade someone to change his religious belief or bien his way of living, right? Let's say I convince you to become a Muslim, I convince you to become a Christian also. So ISKCON does not support proselytization at all. Putting aside ki inazimun fairly, okay, but originally, as per what Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada has said, ISKCON does not favor this. So the mission of Srila Prabhupada and the Sampradaya, that is the tradition, Vaishnava tradition, he represented, promotes both morality practices that support the development of individual and social spirituality. an important word, I told you, religious and spirituality. Qui plus important, spirituality, right? But it raises a challenge to atheistic and materialistic principles and values. Mais sinon, quand vous pouvez un dialogue avec un ISKCON person, ISKCON member, you will see that because Krishna is God, Krishna is the supreme, right? Because avec un Christian, Jesus is the supreme, Allah is the supreme, the greatest, the most powerful. Chacun a sa façon pour dire, right? But the thing is, why should I, if I'm having a discussion with a Christian who is telling me, Jesus is the greatest and all, why should I feel bad, right? Quand il peut dire à moi que Jesus is the great, Jesus is all powerful. Who actually, qui sa ka ite di moun ki li pou feel bad la? The one who does not believe in the unity of religions. Du moun ki kontan fè discrimination, li zame li pou appreciate when someone is saying Allah is the best, Krishna is the best, best in the sense powerful, right? The greatest and all. Right? So for a missionary movement, a dialogue with those who may not share same spiritual religious views may seem a contradiction in purpose. The Vaishnava teachings support dialogue and cooperation with other religious traditions. They encourage cooperation entre différents religions. Conversion in Vaishnava tradition depends on the assumption that Krishna is Ishwar, the controller. If I accept Krishna is the great, Krishna is Ishwara, Krishna is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, I can enter the Vaishnava. Who can force me to enter the Vaishnava? No one, right? The Gaudiya Vaishnavism recognizes religious diversity as a normal and healthy symptom. This is interesting. Of spiritual expression. We are living in a society where there is diversity. Just imagine a society without diversity. Wouldn't that be boring to live? But we have diversity. We have different faiths, we have different cultures, traditions, right? So this is how what makes our society healthy and normal. Relationship of trust can develop from sincere dialogue. Again, I told you dialogue is something which Swami Prabhupada has put emphasis on, right? So this relationship can inspire religious people. You never know at a point when you're having a dialogue, we never know that how are we able to influence someone, to inspire someone, right? Not to become what I am. Si moi Hindu, mo bapu feli bin an Hindu si pas ça. But inspiring, no? It may be inspiring to do some good thing. Just right now, before we start the class, a priest called me and they are building a temple to some. Then because there is a Muslim guy, a Muslim family who always donates in the building of the Hindu temples. But he did not leave his religion to do that, right? So no proselytization. The Srila Prabhupada also discusses in his purport in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in his commentary, he said, we should not criticize others' methods of religion. No criticism. A devotee, instead of criticizing such systems, will encourage the followers to stick to their principles. The more we are going to criticize one religion, the people will stick to that religion. We need to let everyone free. Diversity is accepted. Of course, there should be diversity in our society. but not to the exclusion of unity. Malgré qu'il y a diversity, there should be unity. But if we see today, there is no unity. One is always trying to convert other people. We always see that. L'hypasis in terms of religion, in terms of énergie monde budget qui fait toi dans ça le temple là, viens pas ici pandit là plus bon, ici ça là plus bon, le plus bon. Even in the religion itself, we have the problems. But we need to accept the diversity even in the religion. If Hinduism is diverse, you pray Shiv. Why should I tell you stop pray Shiv and pray Krishna? Right? Religions do not have to become homogeneous or merge together, but they can develop respectful and practical relationship. Right? Ne pas nécessairement de toute religion and self. So these are certain values, or principles laid down by ISKCON for its members to follow in terms of respecting other religions. For example, humility, honesty, unlimited care of Krishna, tolerance, consideration of time, place, and circumstance. Pas n'importe quand qu'il y a nous cause n'importe quoi avec Kisana. I'm talking about God, right? Mutual understanding and all, good behavior. These are few. I didn't include all. Les pas nécessairement prendre tout ça là, all the values, but just for you to let you know que there are certain principles que in the ISKCON community that we need to respect the other religion. Ça veut dire que if I'm from the ISKCON, I'm in Hare Rama, I know I should try to proselytize other, I should try to convert other, right? So this is from the ISKCON, that proselytization is not allowed in the ISKCON movement. Let's see in the Sri Sathya Sai organization, est-ce qu'il y a une proselytization there or not? Of course not. Pareil comme ISKCON, this organization also n'est pas là pour proselytize people, to convert people, right? Parce que the Sri Sathya Sai organization n'est pas là pour, it's not a religion, n'est pas là pour propagate the Hindu culture, n'est non plus là pour propagate the Christian culture. You know, in the Sri Sathya Sai organization, there's something what we call unity of faith. Unity of faith. Say, and program that is being practiced in the Sri Sathya Sai organization. For example, celebration of all festivals, right? If you see in the Sri Sathya Sai organization in India and the main ashram, you're not going to find only Hindus there. Most of the time we find more Western people. They are Christians. We have Muslims. We have Jewish people. We have toutes les autres religions qui existaient, right? So they all come there. Whether they consider Sri Sathya Sai to be God or to be a guru, whatever their belief for Sri Sathya Sai, that is another thing. But they all come there to celebrate something. Let's say there will be Christmas. They celebrate Christmas. Même hindou, même les musulmans, là-bas, ils peuvent celebrate Christmas pareil. When there will be Eid, there will be celebration there. Of course, there is not sacrifice of that type. This is, of course, not allowed because we talk about non-violence, no? Ne pas faire kurbani, I guess, no? Yeah. So the Sri Sathya Sai organization also does not encourage proselytization. But malgré ça, il y a des gens qui font rien. Even pareillement in the ISKCON, even in the Sri Sathya Sai organization, il y a des gens qui font proselytization. They try to convince people and all, but we are not here to convince people. You choose your organization, you choose your movement. So around the world, we have many science centers of different ethnic groups. Even South Africa, okay, the South Africa and Ambukuban tribes, no? By different kind of communities, different beliefs and all, but still they celebrate everything. And if we have people of different religions also, all pursuing their respective religion. Sri Sathya Sai has always said, if you're a Hindu, be a good Hindu. If you're a Muslim, be a good Muslim, but respect others. Right? Don't talk ill of other religions. So the organization is not an evangelical or proselytizing organization. They are synonyms, right? It is not an organization which is going to convert people or try to change your belief. It is not a religious or multi-religious organization as well. It is just a spiritual organization. Just like ISKCON, the Srila Prabhupada has stated that his aim of the ISKCON, c'est seulement to propagate spiritual knowledge. Same for the Sri Sathya Sai organization, which does not recognize any distinction, any separateness, or on basis of your culture, your religion, your color, whatever it is. Right. The organization is open to and takes within its fold persons of all religions. That's a few religion mentioned here, right? So all these religions, all these people from all these religions, they go there, they are welcome there, right? All these great religions have their basic doctrine, the principle of love and non-violence. Toute religion pour teach nous la même chose. But not d'autres choses au fait for any religion to teach. So this unity among all is the fundamental principle of the functioning of Sri Sathya Sai organization. That is the beautiful thing in the organization. All of these people, whether a Hindu, a Buddhist, a Jain, a Muslim, they come together, right? I have written the 9 points of conduct here in Vina, the 10-fold path to divinity. This is not for you to learn everything by heart, but you know, every organization has certain principle. You're not supposed to learn this by heart. So just to show you that proselytization is not in that organization. So the 9 points of conduct, if you follow the Sri Sathya Sai movement organization, if you remember, you just have to follow these things. Say two. There's nothing about religion here. For example, you do your prayer and meditation, you do singing or bien prayer with members of the family, you participate in educational program for children, you participate in community work, in other program like Seva and all, you go to sing devotional songs, you study literature, Sai literature, you speak nicely to people, you don't talk ill about people, and we learn about sealing on desires. We control our desires. Those are 9 points of conduct law, code of conduct law. There's nothing about religion here. If we see the 10-fold path to divinity, lao sino, ideal love and serve motherland, honor every religion. It is a must for a Sri Sathya Sai member to honor every religion, to love everyone, to keep your home clean, to do not throw coins when beggars stretch their hand. Instead, we need to provide them food, shelter, right? Do not tempt others by offering bribe and accepting bribe. Do not be jealous. Do not depend on others. Observe the laws of the state, suive the law of the country, adore God, abhor sin. That is, we need to love God and we hate sin. We don't practice sin. At any point, there's nothing about changing one religion. There's nothing about proselytization, right? And there are the 4 principles here laid by the Sri Sathya Sai. It would be good if you can learn this, if not all, at least the first one. There's only one religion, the religion of love, one language, language of heart, one caste, caste of humanity, one God. He's omnipresent, right? So it is emphasized that the Sri Sathya Sai organization is not religious, pas oublier. Il n'est pas une religious et aussi il n'est pas une proselytizing organization. It is just a spiritual organization, just like ISKCON. And Sri Sathya Sai has always said, whatever your faith, you become better in your faith. If you're a Hindu, become a good Hindu. If you're a Muslim, be a good Muslim. So no proselytization. Quelque part là, il écrit ça, right? This is the symbol of the Sri Sathya Sai organization. And in that symbol, you know, two organization and a logo, right? This is the logo of the Sri Sathya Sai organization. And here you will find the different religions. These are the major religions. Hinduism, this is Buddhism, this is Zoroastrianism, this is Islam, this is Christianity. So an organization whose logo itself unites all religion, there is no proselytization there. So the same is for ISKCON. There is no proselytization at all in both movements, right?